Do you want to learn why bartering your services is bad for business? Stay tuned. So when it comes to just starting out or building your referral network or whatever, oftentimes practitioners will want to exchange time with you. Now, it's fairly easy if you can do a one-to-one exchange. So if it's a 45-minute massage, you give a 45-minute naturopathic visit, or if it's a few quick chiropractic visits for an initial appointment, something to that nature, that would probably be fine. But the issue is when we're getting into a one-sided conversation or a one-sided commitment where perhaps doing 4 hours worth of services when the other practitioner charges 15 minutes at a time. This is the part where it gets a little bit sticky. And this was exactly the question that got posed in the Maximize Your Clinic course and prompted today's episode. So in all fairness, what I believe it should be is if you are going to exchange time with another practitioner, in reality, you should be just doing a monetary exchange. So if you both end up exchanging equally, then the amount will come out to zero on both ends. We want to make sure that whatever is happening is fair for both of you. Now, in the instance where, so I've done this myself, where I've exchanged time with a chiropractor. Well, the chiropractor that I was exchanging time with has their, 10 sessions that they want to have me go through, whereas the way I approach people is I will have them come in kind of as needed if there's nothing really big going on, and in this case there wasn't anything major going on. So I had her come into my office maybe once or twice, and then we also scheduled and she had to cancel. So while the intention was for it to be even, it ended up being me showing up to all 10 appointments, her showing up to 2. We were exchanging it on a monetary basis, but a reduced price. And I ended up having a $600 bill that I was not anticipating, that was not communicated to me as I was showing up for these visits. And she wasn't showing up for any of my appointments. So I ended up having to pay out of pocket these extra costs, which I thought were going to end up being equaled out. In other instances within my practice, I will happily exchange time for free to people that are working directly with me. And the big reason for that is I'll say, I will happily give you my time for free, but in exchange, I'm hoping that you will refer a ton of your patients to me. Now, in the same clinic, I think you're more likely to get that return on your time investment than if it was someone externally outside of your practice. So in my Caledonia practice, I have osteopaths, there's massage therapists, there's physios that all work outside of my immediate clinic. And in those instances, we always do cash referrals or cash exchanges because there's no real necessity for them to refer to me, nor is there a real necessity for me to refer to them because we're not all within the same place. Now that might sound a little bit off, being like, well, if I'm building a referral network, I shouldn't have to be working with these people. The issue around your network is that for you to receive the referrals that you expect you are going to receive, because upon meeting anybody new, they're going to say, oh, great, I'm going to refer you this person or that person. If you aren't staying top of mind, it's highly unlikely that they are going to be flooding your practice with potential new patients or referred clients of theirs unless you are building a really strong relationship. The best relationship you're going to be making with people are the people that you see on a fairly routine basis. So that's why I say if they are in your practice already, you're going to be seeing them at least once or twice a week. If you're not crossing paths very often and there isn't that recurrent communication, it's highly unlikely that you're going to be getting those referrals. Maybe over time, as you guys build your relationship and your trust together, that will come. But if people don't remember you and if you're not staying top of mind and they don't know how to refer to you, you're probably not going to get those referrals. So the point that I'm just trying to make here is be very, very mindful of your time. Be very, very mindful of where you are spending your time and who you're spending that time with. Because if you are prioritizing giving away free visits all the time and it isn't being reciprocated, or you're showing up on their behalf and they're not coming back to you, I strongly just recommend that the easiest way to do it would just be a reduced rate where you're both exchanging money as needed, and hopefully it all comes out in the wash in the end. As a side note to this